taste at the Bikers Brew.
Right, so here we go. The Carpuride 7-inch, which is on the kind of like standard bracket, if you will. There you go. Which is what we're taking off, and we're going to replace it with the new Carpuride W502B, which is specifically for BMW bikes. So it mounts to the nav5 bracket, which is in here, which we're going to fit now. So, and then we'll give it a quick test and we'll see what it's like. So, Morgenstein.
Yep. Doing all work as usual.
Typical. Has just reattached the BMW Motorrad nav bracket.
Looks about right.
And if we just show you, whilst it looks like it's offset, that's because when the Carpuride goes in, it is slightly to one side. So that's now back on. Now, this is the 5-inch BMW model, the W502B. And as you can see on the back, it has the interface for the nav mount. Now, we've not really fathomed out, let me just put it over here, not really fathomed out how this lot best works, but we think that's going to be about right.
It fits on.
So basically, with this BMW bracket, as you can see, the cable comes out of there, goes into here, and then that goes on. So are we ready to mount it?
Aye.
And then we can tidy the cables up after, can't we? So basically, all you do is bottom groove here, goes into the bottom, which is there, and then push until it clicks, and then it's in. Done. Is that the right angle?
It looks
like it needs to go back a little bit.
I think that looks about right to where you're going to be sat. You're going to be sat...
Yeah, but I'm quite tall. Is that loose enough for me to turn it?
No. No,
What do you mean?
I nipped it up.
What do you mean, no? Right, well, can we just... Because I'm just... It's like...
Well, get on.
It's not about getting on. It's about... I'm normally about here, and that is looking here. I need it to just go a bit flatter.
Okay.
Please. Back in a minute. Should actually show the two in comparison with the different sizes, but I've put it in the house now. So basically, all we do now is into that little bottom groove, and then until you hear it click, and then on this side, we push in the lock button, which stops it from accidentally bouncing out. And that's it. So, here we go. Power on. Yay! Come on! So now we've got to go through the linking procedure, which is pretty straightforward. But one of the things that we've found is a guy on YouTube, who I will link in the description, there is a way to do it. So if we look at the main screen now, we've got to go to the menu. And then if we come across on the whizzy wheel once it's started up, and select settings, and then we go to connections. Oops, wrong way. Connections, and then mobile device, Lee's iPhone, which is correct. Bluetooth devices, you can go to Bluetooth settings on your phone. So we go on here, Bluetooth settings, Carpuride, which will be that one. So hang on, just let me get rid of the other one. Let's forget this one, so the other one is gone. I tell you something, this screen's a lot more responsive.
Is it?
A lot more responsive, yeah.
Oh.
BT discoverable.
Yeah, that's turned on.
It's turned on. Right, okay.
Then try discover list.
Let me go back on this one. See, these are the things that people don't see, innit? If I do it, there it is.
There you go, it's popped up now.
Tap that. Passkey, yes. Pair. Allow contacts and favourites sync. Allow, because obviously we want it to store all the contacts on here to make calls, etc. a little bit quicker. Use CarPlay.
Was that in surround sound?
In wide stereo. Allow Carpuride to check for CarPlay apps. Allow.
Hang on, your maps are on already?
The maps are on already, but I am feeling, with my ageing eyes, It's just... No, it's... I'm just thinking it's very small.
I'm pretty sure you could be like...
No.
Oh. Oh.
What are you doing?
Oh, what am I doing? I don't know.
So
I
let's go
thought
to
you could
CarPlay.
like... might be able to zoom in.
So there's the CarPlay. So we can now bin that off the phone because the phone is now connected to that. What else have we got? I just want to make sure that everything's there. So can we slide through? Yes, we can. Yeah. No, that screen is 100% more responsive. Definitely. 100%.
Cool.
And then go back that way, and that's when you get your split screen. So you've got your maps on the left, your music.
But who uses Apple Music? Nobody uses it.
Is that Apple Music?
Yeah.
All right, no, I'd go to Spotify.
That's better.
But what I like about it is, so let's say, for instance, we're not playing 80s love songs, disco classics. Tap disco classics. We'll play Boogie Wonderland. So that's now playing. And I like this when you go to that split screen, so I can see what's playing and I can still see my maps on the left.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Something just flew in my mouth.
He's a mirth.
It wasn't a brown.
So there you go. Right, so next thing is we'll go out and we'll give it a quick ride and we'll test it. See, the 5-inch now does look a lot better in terms of size. I think it's not overpowering like the other one was. So if we really quickly go back to the main screen, which we can do, personally I prefer to use Google Maps. It does update a little bit quicker than Apple Maps, and we're gonna do search. Then it'll give me my route. So as you can see, I'm only using it as an example route, just so that you can see how well it works. But the response of the 5-inch screen is actually a little bit better. However, there is a caveat. You have to be better with your accuracy of where you're tapping on screen, because obviously the icons are a lot smaller. So, let's hit start. Gloves on. And away we go. So I've got the active zoom on so that it zooms in when we get close, which I think most people do these days. In terms of brightness, at the moment it's set on about 60%, which is fine. Yesterday when I was out playing, I had it set on full brightness because it was bright sunshine, and it did make a difference. And even in direct sunlight, on full brightness, with the screen setting on full brightness, it was legible. So quite chuffed with that. Now, there have been some comments that I know there's been a little bit of QC issues with these, with some people getting their units and they've not been working perfectly, or as they should. This being the new 502B specifically for BMWs, whether they've done a firmware update or not, I don't know. I have actually sent an email to my contact at Carpuride and asked them if there is a way to manually update the firmware that the user can do, and I'm just waiting for a response on that one, because if there are some little idiosyncrasies and they need sorting out, can the user update it? And as you can see, we are just coming up to the King's Arms on the right. I'm going to pass this guy now, keep my eye on the guy on the left, and there's the King's Arms done. We've arrived back at our destination. Now, I do keep it locked, obviously, from a theft prevention point of view, but this is how simple it is. So, like most people, key in to the nav mount, which allows me to pull out the locking catch. And then all you do is push the release button, and that's it. That is the mount. And then to put it on, literally just in the slot, click it in, it's on. for me, that is a godsend. And being CarPlay, so much better than just a standalone sat-nav. So there you go. Here we have the 5-inch model, which is the BMW one, with the BMW man. And then if we compare it to the 7-inch, quite a difference, should I say. And I'm not sure which one I prefer. Now, the 702 is also going to be available as the 702B. If you use the links underneath this video, you'll see that you can also order that. So, 7-inch with filling all that void and a little bit closer to me, or the 5-inch, which is just a little bit more compact. Personally, I like the 7-inch because of how clear it is for me to see it, but I prefer the size of the 5-inch because I just think it's a little bit more subtle and tucked away. Anyway, there you go. The Carpuride 702 and the 502B, and the difference is that is the ball and socket connection. This one is the BMW connection for the BMW Motorrad nav mount. So in summary, and to wrap everything up, the decision that I had to make was, which one am I going to stay with? And I've decided that I'm going to stay with the 7-inch. Because I just like that slightly bigger screen. It does help when you're tapping on icons on the screen, etc. And so therefore, here's the good news. The 502, I am going to give away in a competition. All you have to do is make a comment below and make sure you do a follow. And if you follow me, then you could be the winner of this brand new 502B, which I will post to you free of charge. You get it as it is in the box. And I just hope that somebody can make use of it. So there you go. Don't forget, if you want to be in with a chance of winning this, drop a message below. Make sure you subscribe, and then we'll just pull a winner out at random to win this W502B. Bikers Brew.
We're rolling with Bikers Brew. Leather jackets and the morning dew. On the trails where the air is new. Brooke brings the taste at the Bikers Brew.